Hi guys, welcome back everyone. I'm so excited to finally sit down and properly and formally introduce myself.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Hi. What's up everyone? Welcome to 3 Shades of Muffy. Hi, I'm Muffy. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I am 100% crazy me Muffy. I am so excited to finally sit down and formally and properly introduce myself and why I really started this channel and what crazy fun are we gonna have here. Okay, so stick around if you want to know all about me, all about my channel, what I'm gonna be giving you, and how you're gonna be feeling after. Okay. Who is Muffy? I am Muffy, but Muffy is not my real name. My name is Andrea Oliver Best. That's me. I'm Muffy. But I call myself Muffy because it was a name that my husband gave to me. He said that he calls me his muffin, and I just come up with nickname Muffy, and that's how I've been from ever since. Okay, Muffy. I'm a wife. I am married to my husband. This year would be 10 years since we got married. We were high school sweethearts and we've been in love ever since. Yeah, so we have 3 beautiful girls. We have Alexis, who's 8 years old. We have Annalise, who is 4 years old. And we have Avriel, who is about to be 2 years old in May. Yes, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm also a creative, social, funny, outgoing, adventurous person who loves to laugh and cook and do crazy stuff. And you know, that's just my personality. I like to make people laugh. I like to entertain. I'm very sociable. I like to learn and be adventurous. And yeah, that is just me. So this is why this is why I've decided to call my channel 3 Shades of Muffy, because I wanted to share Muffy as a mom, Muffy as a wife, and Muffy as 100% me. That is why I called it 3 Shades of Muffy. 3 different shades of Muffy, but yet still one person. I am from the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I grew up in the Grenadines from Beckway. I'll insert a picture or videos if I can, and you'll see where we come from the Caribbean. And it's a beautiful island. It's the best place on earth. It's a big tourist destination. Okay, so be sure to check out St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But I am currently living in the UK, England, because my husband is in the military. So yeah, I've been living in the UK for just about 6 years now, and I have had my last 2 babies here. My first daughter was born back in St. Vincent. So yeah, I am Caribbean. Caribbean girl are the best. I'm just joking, but yeah, truly we are the best. Yeah, so check out St. Vincent and Grenadines, and I'm coming from the small beautiful island of Beckway. From the hills to the mountains, high, high, high. Every man, every woman, every child. If you're proud to be Vincy, put your hands up high. Hey, let me hear you say, this island is mine. Yeah. Why did I start this YouTube channel? Where think me want the money? I'm just joking. I'm just kidding, guys, okay? Honestly, I felt like I needed a space where I can truly be myself and be entertaining in all areas. This is, when I say entertainment, I am funny. I love to make people laugh. I love to do crazy stuff. I love to be adventurous. I love to be outdoors. This is just my personality. This is how I grew up, and my family is kind of the reason why I am this way. Because I could remember when I was a young girl, I was more like shy and reserved and a bit like anxious and scared to show my true self around like other people I didn't know. But I could remember being 100% Muffy around my family, and they might not know this, but because they allowed me to be me and they accepted it, it made me a bit free and say, okay, my family loves me, I'm this way, why can't I just show it to others, and they kind of grew me into being who the person I am, right? Mainly my grandmother, we are very similar, and I would say I've gotten most of her personality from her. And we grew up in church. She took us to church, and I grew up in church, and it was in church where I started bringing out my creative side. I was involved a lot in dramatizations, in singing. I'm a very good singer. I was in the choir. I was a youth counselor. I was involved in being sociable with the community, a lot of community programs. I was doing skits and monologues, and I was in school as well. I was also involved in athletics. I was a track and field runner. I was in a band. What else? I was just involved in a lot of stuff that made me Muffy, that kind of pushed me into this personality trait, into the person I am today, into why I'm so bold, why I'm so loud, why I'm so funny, why I'm adventurous. My childhood was basically, it was great. It had a few ups and downs and all, basically everything. But my childhood and me growing up in church and in school and everything, I was somebody, like what for say? Me not know for say, but you understand what I'm trying to say, yeah. Right, so I wanted to start this YouTube channel solely because I wanted a space where I can. I'm so passionate. This year we're going. I'm so passionate because I really want to explain it to you so you can understand. I wanted a space where I can truly be myself, where I can truly entertain. I wanna do all these things, vlog it and post it out there for other people. When I crack my jokes, I say funny things. I enjoy making people laugh. It makes me feel really joyful to make people laugh, and I want to be able to show the world. That's just it. There's a saying that goes like this: there's two things in this world that people would always remember, is the things that make them cry or sad, and the things that make them laugh or joyful. And I want to stay in the joyful section. I want to be remembered as the girl or the lady who made me laugh, or who made their day, or who motivated them and stuff like that. Honestly, 100%, This is why I started YouTube. Back in 2017, after I had my daughter Alexis, right? She is, I can say she is growing in my footstep. She is growing up in my footstep. I can see that she's taking some of my personality traits. She's loud, she's funny, she's loves to dance, she loves to sing, she's very creative, she's very dramatic, and we could have noticed that from since she was a baby, right? So some of my family members and also my friends was like, hey, why you guys don't start a YouTube channel together, right? And I was like, I don't know, maybe we can, I don't know. And I actually had looked into it, but I don't know, back in those days, I would say I was a bit fearful of doing that because I was a new mother at the time. I was just married and there was a lot going on. I didn't have much knowledge about starting YouTube. A lot of people from my home country wasn't doing it. And, you know, I was just a bit fearful of, you know, what exactly to do. How do I go about doing it? You know, what is my goal? What am I hoping to achieve? Basically, I was just a bit fearful and I brushed it off for many years. But before all of that, I knew I wanted to be in the entertainment field. Growing up, I was telling myself other things like, oh, I wanted to be a nurse. I was teaching for a bit. I was teaching for some years and I was like, maybe I should be a teacher. Go to teachers college. Telling myself things that I didn't really mean. But truly in the background, I wanted to be in Hollywood. Okay, me want to be in Hollywood. Me want to movie. Me want to in front of the camera, pan the scene, pan the stage. You know, that was me. I wanted to do that, but I didn't express it because it wasn't really something that was accepted in our culture. You growing up, you were taught to be, oh, a nurse, a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, you work in the bank. That's basically it. Yeah. But I wanted to be that person. I wanted to entertain whatever that looked like, what it was singing, what it was doing, acting, if it was, you know, in a band, or if it was being just sociable with other people, or, you know, something like that. So when I was told I should start a YouTube channel, it stuck in my head. And I started watching people's videos and I was like, hey, there's a lot of people on YouTube who are similar to me, who are moms and who are loud and who do funny stuff. And I was like, okay, I could do that. I can do that. I want to do that. But I just never did. And I just carried on with my life. And I moved to the UK. And then I had my other 2 children. And that's it. And so, yeah. So that's basically why I started my channel. It's a bit all over the place. But I hope you can understand why exactly what I explained. And if you relate to what I'm saying, just leave a heart in the comment section. Okay? What would you be expecting from my channel? What would you see? You can see mom vlogs. You can see cooking, Caribbean cooking. You can see lifestyle vlogs, fitness and health. You can see DIY videos, travel vlogs, adventure, and, you know, all of the good stuff. Real life, authentic me. No filter, no fakeness, just me being me. That is what is going to make me truly happy, just showing off my true authentic self. I don't want to come off as somebody who's fake or just following trends. This is something that I wanted to do from a long time ago and thinking about it. And if you're happy to join the family, just remember to subscribe and drop a comment in the comment section and say, hey, I want to join the Muffy clan, and I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy if you want to do that, okay? Yes, so you can expect all good things, all through authentic things, you know, family vlogs, Caribbean cooking, DIYs, adventure vlog, sit down videos. If you love story time, I can do story times as well. You know, that's basically my niche. Just, you know, a vlogger, I would say. Just knowing Muffy, 3 shades of Muffy, okay? But do not expect any perfection, okay? I'm very messy, I'm very loud, I'm very emotional, and if I feel like I want to vlog that, I would. I think people love to see the real stuff that goes on. Not, you know, some things have to be kept private, but then, you know, like how I manage my 3 kids in the morning for school. I would like to do those kind of videos, but at the moment I'm trying to like navigate getting around that. So, you know, bear with me. And if you cannot really understand what I'm saying, it is because I am from the Caribbean, St. Vincent, and this is how we speak. It's our what you call it, dialect, our patois. We speak broken English, so I don't know if that's going to be a problem for you guys, but I would try to put on some accent so you can understand if you're not understanding, because I think I had a comment about that, like what language am I speaking, it's so different. So yeah, I'm drink some tea first. What makes my channel different? I would say being me. I am fun, I am bold, I'm loud, boring sometimes, I'm emotional, and it is all real. That's what's gonna make it different. I'm gonna be doing, showing you things in that is real, things that affect me, things that I'm doing, things that I want to do, my girls, my family, and you know what I do in my spare time, my goals, and you know all this stuff, and basically just to entertain you, to make you laugh. That is what is gonna be different from all the channels. I know there's a lot of other channels out there that are saying the same thing, but I think a lot of YouTubers now are going on the path where they're just gonna be real, like no fake movie type videos where you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you might get bored at one point, or you might want to see more. You might want to join the family. It's all good. I'm gonna be here till, I don't know, till forever. But you always feel like you're gonna be right here with me. I want my channel to grow. I want to build a community of people, you know, who are going, I don't want to say going through, I ain't going through nothing, but you know, who are in similar situations, you know. That's a different story from that. I'm basically moving from one country to the other, you know, and trying to navigate life as a busy mom of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 children, you know, with your husband being in the military and he's always away on deployment, you know, and then trying to focus on yourself while you have kids to raise, you know, figuring out what you want to do in life and all this stuff, you know. And that's one of the reasons why I started this channel last year of March. So March is going to be 1 year since I started this channel. What am I waiting for? I've finished having kids. I'm not having any more kids, and they are in school, they're growing up, and I was like, okay, I think this isn't the time now where I could actually, like, you know, run after my dreams and run after my goals, and you know, because I'm getting older, they are getting older, and I want to do something that I always wanted to do. And I had a vision board. I created it last year, and starting my YouTube channel, growing my YouTube channel was on my list. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I just did it. One day I just did it, and I was like, I'm gonna commit to it and stick to it, because it was something I wanted to do for years. That was part of my vision. and I did it. So I should be proud of myself for accomplishing something I wanted to do, because after I gotten married, I just gave myself to my daughter and my husband, and I just, started building a family, and I was, giving that all my attention. And I think now is the time to do something for me. And I also have other dreams in the background that I'm working on, that I'm going to be sharing with you later on once everything comes through. But yeah, I'm so excited to be doing this, and I really hope that there are people out there who will want to connect with me and to connect with my channel, and we can build a community together. That's just it. Yes, so as I was saying, my goal here on YouTube is to build a community. My goal is to make people laugh, to entertain them, to brighten up their day, to inspire people, to share my mom life, my hardships, my good ships, to share some of my Caribbean recipes, cooking, things that I learned from my mother and my grandmother. And yeah, I want to share all those with you people. So yeah, I just want to build a community, and if you want to be a part of the Muffy clan, just subscribe and leave a heart comment in the comment section, okay? So, other question, am I nervous to film? No, I don't have no shame. Honestly, I don't. I'm not nervous, because me not had a kind of like nervousness in me sometimes out in public, because some people are not quite used to people vlogging and using the camera, while they're in the environment. But I am never nervous to film. What I can say, sometimes I get anxious because I want to put out good videos and perfect videos, like make sure that my house is like clean, or if I'm gonna do a house vlog, make sure my hair is and something like that. But yeah, I'm not nervous to film at all, and it's just keeping it consistent and keeping my videos exciting to where you want to come back to watch more, like that. So yeah, my aunt, my uncle's wife, when I was growing up, I think she had recognized that I was this person who was made for entertainment, and she had, pushed me. I was still in primary school. She had pushed me to do like, to do concerts and to do skits as well, and she is very good in those areas as well. So, I would give a huge shout out to my aunt, Miss Sonia Olivier Toppin. I can remember for sure that she was very much invested in my personality. She kind of pushed me to do a lot of stuff she knew I can do, in terms of being sociable, in terms of taking part in events and stuff. And I want to shout out to my grandmother, rest in peace, who also did that for me, who was also my rock, somebody who I learned a lot of stuff from. And shout out to my mom, Annabelle Olivier. She never, let me tell you about my mother, okay? My mother never once said to me, why you can't be like this person? Why you can't change this, that? Why, she accepted me and she cheered me on, okay? And she never did that with my brother as well. Shout out to my mom. I love you. I love you guys for accepting me, for truly, pushing me to be the person I am today. Although I might not have went to college or university or done something great, I know for sure I make them happy for just being the person I am. Yes. And that makes me happy as well. My dad as well. My dad never once questioned decision that I was making. Not to say I make any bad decisions, but yeah, a shout out to my dad and all my family members, all my other family members. I shout out to you guys, and also to my in-laws who accepted me as well for being me. So thank you guys. You know, we don't do those things often. I think these kind of reminders are really important to our family, especially. Yes, it's really important because in today's age we don't get enough of I love you and I appreciate you, and we realize these things when people are gone, and I don't want that to I don't want that to happen. So I want to give them my thanks and my appreciation now. Shout out to my family back home, my in-law. Okay, I'm have to shout out my auntie Cora. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, my auntie, sure, when I tell you this woman know me inside out. You see, when me having a rough day and my anxiety take over me and me gone through the door, she just bring me back to life. My auntie just bring me back to life, and I appreciate her for that. There are certain people in this world who will keep you grounded. My husband, my aunt, my kids, my husband. Me can't say. Anyway, this is a get to know me video. Me know I'm go down in that, okay? But yeah, but you understand the gist that I'm going. My family played a huge part in the person I am today. My community, my family, my friends, all of these people shaped me in who I am today, and I just want to give all of my realness and my funness and my jokes and my laughter and my sad days to the whole wide world now. Let me sip some tea first. What I like to do. What do I like to do? You don't know. Muffy loves to entertain. That's one. You can follow my TikTok page as well, 3 Shades of Muffy, if you want to see more crazy, wild, boisterous Muffy over there. You can follow my TikTok. I am also on Instagram. You can find me there as well. But what do I like to do? I like to cook. I like to sew. Do you guys know that Muffy used to make bags to sell, handmade bags? Me not but sewing, okay? I didn't know nothing. My grandmother used to sew, and my uncle is a tailor. And I have learned few tips from them. And I've also learned other tips from YouTube. Me not know one thing about sewing. I went on YouTube a day and watched a whole lot of videos. And my husband bought my first sewing machine. I bought some fabric and I sat down and I made beautiful bags. I made cushions. I made ties, bow ties, things for your hair. I will insert some pictures so that you can see. So, Muffy loves to sew. Muffy loves to sing. Muffy loves to cook. Muffy loves adventure. Me love adventure. I love adventure. Okay? I love to make people laugh. Big. Love to make people laugh. Okay? And I love television. Me love TV. I love reality TV. I'm being real. Me like drama. Me like dramatic reality TV. Thing, you know, and I like, like series. I like things that is continuous, like that tells a story. Those stuff I am interested in. Okay, I love family events, getting together, talking about I love like talking about interesting topics in a group discussions. That's what I love, things like that. I'm not really like a sit down in-house calm collective guy. I mean, female. If we're in a group, trust me, if you're in a group with me in an outside setting, trust me, you're gonna hear my mouth above everybody else's. Me not tell no lie. Okay, and some people cannot handle people like me who are loud and boisterous and bold. You know, sometimes you find us little intimidating, and that's fine. Everybody is not your cup of tea, and that's fine. But I'm not always that person. I have to read the room. I have to read people, and then I would choose to come out of as Muffy. Crazy Muffy, if you may, or whatever. I have all the fun in the world here. Messy Muffy, emotional Muffy, boring Muffy, loud Muffy, funny Muffy, Muffy as a wife, Muffy as a mom, and Muffy as me. And I want to formally welcome you to my channel. Now you know a little bit about me, my likes, my dislikes, how I grew up, why I started this channel, what's my end goal for my channel, and a little background, family background about myself. I hope that this was enough, and if you want to hear more, you can just pop me a message or leave a comment, and you know, join the family. Join the family. So yeah, that's me, 3 shades of Muffy. If you're ready for fun, laughter, vibes, real life, you know, hit the subscribe button and join the family. All right? Yes. Leave a comment and like the video, and our adventure would start together. I already have other videos I did before, but this is it now. Me going shut the door, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Right, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you feel welcome. I hope that you understand everything that I said and where I was coming from. And if you have any questions, you can leave a comment, and remember to like, to share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye, Muffy. Oh.